Netflix has been in some trouble for a while. They keep losing a lot of their subscribers, and they don't seem to know what to do about it. Now, in my opinion, the best way to fix this would be to, I don't know, make content people want and not a lot of this weirdo stuff that they've been putting out over the past couple of years. I really do believe that it's crippled them. Because just about all of their original content is woke. And you know what they say, get woke, go broke. And apparently, we'll find out the answer to this today. They're expected to report 2 million lost subscribers. That is brutal. Brutal. Could be the end of the network. They're projecting that a move they're about to do in Latin America could make or break the platform. Imagine what their stock is going to dip to. Like right now, it's at about 190 a share. I think it's at 188, actually, last time I looked at it. This can change. It's not doing very well. If they report 2 million subscribers lost, I wonder what that'll dip to. And now they're trying to crack down on people that go to someone else's house and log in to their Netflix and watch stuff with them over there in Latin America. You do that over there, you're going to pay $2.99 a month extra. So they're now like penny pinching people to make up for all of their lost revenue. Users in 5 Latin American countries will be asked to fork over an extra fee if they use Netflix in a different household for more than 2 weeks. The additional fee will not apply to users watching on mobile devices, including laptops, phones, and tablets. The move has the potential to make or break Netflix, which has blamed password sharing as a primary cause for its plummeting value and profits. Now, that's the big one that they have there. This has the potential to make or break Netflix. And I love that they're blaming password sharing. That's not what's hurting them. What's hurting them is their awful programming, like Resident Evil. We talked about that this morning. Resident Evil is a dog shit show. It's awful, horrible, it's trash. But they just keep pumping crap like that out. Cowboy Bebop, another great example of awful trash. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, they took He-Man out of it. Masters of the Universe. Awful, woke trash. Like most of the stuff that they've put out that I've seen has been awful. They have that. Then they have, they have stand-up comedy and documentaries. Now, the stand-up stuff they're doing good with. The Chappelle stuff's been great, but you need more than that to compete with all these other platforms now. I mean, how many are there now? There's Amazon, Disney Plus, Hulu. Really kind of the same thing because you get them both for like a certain amount of money, I think. NBC, Paramount, which is CBS. There's like a Stars one, HBO Max. I don't even know. There's so many. There's so many now. So the problem that Netflix has is that a lot of these other ones have all the content that used to be on Netflix is what made them big. But they've been trying to put as much original content as they can on the platform. But the problem is most of it's not that good. Stranger Things, I hear great things about. I'm going to start watching that. I don't have Netflix anymore, so I'll have to figure something out. But I hear that's okay. And, of course, there's Cobra Kai, but Cobra Kai can't save them. They need more stuff like that. For every Cobra Kai, there's 16 versions of Resident Evil that are as bad as that show, is what I mean. There's 16 shows that are as bad as Resident Evil. Except Resident Evil has Resident Evil attached to it. It has a built-in fan base, which is why they go after stuff like that. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, man, 2 million lost. That's a lot. That is a lot of people. Then there's this. We talked about Lord of the Rings lately quite a bit, and the show looks awful. It looks pretty bad to me. And a lot of the hardcore fans, a lot of these hardcore Tolkien fans, they're not happy with it. And now the channel George the Giant Slayer is reporting that one of the reasons the show might be so bad is because they had a Tolkien scholar working for them, and they fired him because he was telling them they were polluting the lore. So if you were a Tolkien scholar, that's your job. You're there to tell them that, hey, you're screwing up our stuff here. Maybe not go against the lore of what came before you. And they're like, well, you're fired. How's that worked out for you, by the way, Prime Video? With this fantastic ratio that you've managed to done for yourself. Like, this is awful. People on here trashing this show left and right, and with good reason, because of the fact that it takes from the lore at little pieces that it wants, and then if it's not good enough for what they want to do with the show, they decide to go ahead and trash it. So he's got a really good thesis here that he lays down. So this is a rumor, okay, but there was a guy back in February that was, his name I think was Tom Shippey, and he was a Tolkien scholar, and he worked for them, and he apparently was fired. So George is saying that Shippey was actually canned because he was warning Prime Video that they were polluting the lore. He states, I'm now beginning to believe that the real reason that Tom Shippey was fired wasn't because he gave some interview to a German magazine that broke his NDA. That's you get a slap on the wrist for that. He then revealed it's because I heard from 3 separate sources that he would weekly tell the Bobbsey twins of Payne and Mackey that Prime was polluting the lore. Not only would Molo detail his rumor regarding Shippey's firing, but he would also excoriate Prime Video for including nudity in the show, as revealed in a number of behind-the-scenes photos. Yeah, that's not really something that you need in a Tolkien show. Pretty sure he would have been against that, but they're throwing it in there anyway. So the man didn't like that. He wasn't happy with what they're doing with this series, and he let them know that. And he believes that's why the man was fired. And I really think that he has something there, and it makes a lot of sense. So they had a scholar there, and they're like, well, you don't like the direction we're going. Well, we'll just fire you. He was doing his job. He tried to tell them what to do and not to do certain things. And, well, it looks like he might have been worth listening to. You should have listened to the man. And it looks like this is going to be one of the most expensive mistakes that Amazon has ever made. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.